Hello, friends. Welcome to today's football analysis and also predictions on BetCraft. And yesterday we saw most of our games that we predicted, all being very successful except one. One again, it has become a tradition. Just one game always, coming short in all our predictions for the day. And it was Union Galos yesterday who, had a home match, but ended up playing 2-2 draw in that very encounter with Westerlo, thereby coming short of what we expected. But every other teams that we predicted, we all are fantastic, we were all successful, and that gives us about 90% success rate in this very channel. So it's a whole lot. It tells you that we're doing a lot of homework in this, and we put in a lot of work in it, and we are determined to give you value in this very channel. And I want to urge you to take out time to subscribe. Click the subscription button down there, so that and also turn the notification on, so that whenever we make this analysis and send it, you get it as a notification on your device. Okay, that being said, we head to today's game, because a lot of games are going on today, and we are going to start with the Turkish game that we have today. We have we have in Turkey Fenerbahce, who is at home against the Alliance Sport. Fenerbahce being the second place team in Turkish league, and we can see that that in their past 20 games they have been able to score 52 goals, and they have only conceded 21 goals. They are a team looking for a way to win the league, and we saw Galatasaray winning yesterday, and Fenerbahce also is determined to win so that they return to the summit of Turkish league. So in this very encounter, not spending so much time, it is Fenerbahce to win. There's a verdict is Fenerbahce to take out the sports in this very game. All right, the next game that we have for you today is Barcelona, who is ranked third in Spanish La Liga, and Granada, who is 19th, which is a second worst team in the league. Today they'll be facing Granada. So you can see Barcelona picking up the momentum recently, even after losing to Atletico Bilbao and Villarreal. And in this very game, we expect Barcelona to pick the spoils, and the verdict for this very game is Barcelona to win. Okay, going to the next prediction that we have for you today, it is in Scotland FA Cup, where St Mirren will be facing Celtic FC. Celtic being the leaders in Scottish League, and in this very game we expect Celtic to come up winners in this very encounter. So the verdict for this very game is Celtic to win their way side to take the spoils. All right, and the next FA Cup game that we have is also the Scotland FA Cup that we have. We have a Dronians, facing Hearts FC, and in this very game, we also know that Hearts FC is a top flight team in Scotland, and they'll be, coming up trying. They are clear favourites to win this game, but a lot of things happen in football. But so we decided to go for a goals market in this very tie. We expect at least 2 goals to come up in this very encounter. So the verdict for this very game is over for 1.5 goals in this very encounter. And the next that we have for you today is in Portugal Premier League, where we have Victoria Gomares against Benfica, and also we analyze the past 20 matches that these two teams have played so far. We see that Victoria, playing 20 matches, have been able to win 13 out of those 20, and they have drawn 3 and they have lost just 4. And on the other hand, you see Benfica winning 15, and they've drawn 1 and have just had 1 loss out of those 20 games they've played so far. And we also saw Victoria Gomes scoring 38 goals in the process, while conceding just 18. On the other hand, Benfica scored whopping 46 goals, but have only considered a minimal 16. And in this very game, I think is very. I think the favorites are Benfica, but I'm going for goals market in this very game. One plays safe in this very encounter, and Benfica. For those of you who are brave, can take Benfica to win. But in this, my own prediction in this very game is over 1.5, at least with 2 goals, coming out in this very encounter. And the next is Sporting, who will be against Braga. Sporting being the second place team, and Braga ranked number 4 in the Portuguese league. And in this very game, we'll see that Sporting is a high scoring side. It's a team that have scored 63 goals out of the 20 games they have played recently, and they have only considered 16. And also we saw that on the other hand, Braga, out of the last 20 they have played so far, they've been able to score 34 goals, but they have already considered 23 goals. And we can as well see that Sporting have only lost 3, while Braga have lost 5 out of these last 20 games they have played so far. But not spending so much time on this, all this analysis we made, we came to the conclusion that the best value for this game is over 2.5. We want to see at least 3 goals, coming up in this very encounter. All right, moving to the next prediction, we have in Netherlands, we have Herenveen, who comes up against Ajax FC. And in this very situation, in this very game, we'll see Ajax, resurrecting, coming back to the Ajax we used to know. They've not been doing very well from the beginning of the league, but they seem to have found their mojo again. And in this very game, the verdict for this very game, in my own opinion, is over 1.5 at least. 2 goals coming up in this very encounter. And all right, I know the brave punters will also go for Ajax to win, which is also a very nice option. But my verdict for this very game is over 1.5. And to the next match that we have for you today is in English league, where we have PAOK Salonika, who are the league leaders. PAOK Salonika, coming up against the second in the league, AEK Antes. This is going to be a very intense encounter, because both teams are looking at clinching the league, doing whatever possible to take up the Greece league. And there are 2 giants, and it's going to be a very tough encounter. And this very game, we've seen that PAOK Salonika also has scored in a very scoring team, and they have scored 62 goals and have only considered 15 goals, while AEK have scored 37 and considered just 20. And in this very encounter, the verdict for this very encounter is over 2.5 goals. We want to see at least 3 goals coming up in this very encounter. Okay, the next is in the Italian Serie A, where we have FC Monza, coming up against Hellas Verona. And in this very game, Monza being the home side is ranked 12th, and Verona is ranked 18 in Italian top flight. And in this very game, we want to spend so much time in this. We've made analysis on this very game, and we'll come up with a verdict: Monza to win or draw. That is to say, home team to win or draw in this very encounter. And we'll go to the next match that we have for you is German Bundesliga, where FSB Stuttgart, against Mainz. Stuttgart being the 3rd ranked team behind the Bayern Leverkusen and Bayern Munich in Germany. They'll be coming up against Mainz. Mainz being ranked 17. The second worst team in the league, and we'll see that Stuttgart has been doing so well. And we want to not spend so much time in this very game. The very verdict is Stuttgart to come up winners in this very encounter. That's my verdict. And we'll go to the last game for the day, is in Switzerland, where we have Verdun Sport FC coming up against Servette. And Servette, being the away side, is second in the league, while Verdun is 8th in the league. Also, in this, we've seen the recent past encounters, also saying that these 2 teams are, they're having a huge scoring outcomes in their previous matches. And in this very game, we want to we made our prediction. Judging from their past 20 games, you'll see that Servette FC have won 12 and they have drawn 7, and they have just had 1 loss out of the 20 games they've played so far. And the home side have played 20 matches. They have just 6 wins, and they have had 5 draws, but they have lost 9 out of those 20 games they've played so far. And in the process, they've been able to score 25 goals, but they have conceded 37. Soviet, on the other hand, being the away side, have scored 41 goals, but they have considered 20 in this very game. My verdict is over 2.5, and as well as also away sides to win. Okay, it's two verdicts for this very game: over 2.5 or away side to win. Okay, that concludes my prediction for the day. Remember to subscribe to our channel to receive notification the moment we come up with these games. So you be dressed to say it and say it on time. Okay, not forgetting that we have AFCON games going on today, and we want to wish the Super Eagles best of luck. Both teams have done a lot, starting from the group stages and where they have played, and they have excelled and gotten to this very stage, which is the final stage. Two teams, Nigeria and Ivory Coast. Kudos to both of them, but all our support to Super Eagles to come out victorious in this one. Okay, for me, I see Super Eagles coming up winners of AFCON this year. Thank you so much for your time, and I hope to see you again for the next prediction. All right, wish you best of luck.